He's out of order. We are discussing about people who are going to work as diplomats, not Wamuchomba. Wamuchomba is a member of parliament, the iron lady from Githunguri, the woman who walks on forks without shoes. I am a beautiful, intelligent woman who have shown them dust in the political corridors.
Gathoni Wamuchomba, the radio queen who challenged power. In Kenyan politics, there are leaders who follow the crowd, and there are leaders who choose their own path. Some became famous because of the offices they hold. Others became famous because of the battles they fought. Gathoni Wamuchomba belongs to the second category. She rose from poverty in a small village in Kiambu County, became one of the most recognizable voices on Kenyan radio, built a powerful political career, and then shocked many by becoming one of the most outspoken critics of the political establishment. Supporters call her fearless, critics call her controversial, but everyone agrees on one thing: when Gathoni Wamuchomba speaks, Kenya listens. This is the full story of Gathoni Wamuchomba.
He's the one who bought opposition. He lured the opposition to his side so that he can have majority. He controls everything. He controls parliament. How can he even stand and say that parliament is corrupt? How can he say that? How did he know it is corrupt and he's not a member of parliament? He should give us evidence who is this that is collecting money on his behalf. Ruto should be the last person to talk about corruption. He should be the last person to talk about corruption.
Gathoni Wamuchomba was born and raised in Komothai, Githunguri constituency in Kiambu County. Her childhood was far from easy. Like many rural families at the time, her family struggled financially. Basic necessities were often difficult to afford. Years later, she could openly describe the hardship she experienced growing up. Despite the challenges, she showed remarkable academic ability from a young age. Education quickly became an escape route from poverty. Teachers recognized her determination and intelligence. She excelled in her studies and performed exceptionally well in her KCPE examinations. That performance will change her life forever.
Imagine, my brother, 42 bodies of women were retrieved from Kware dump site. So how can a whole minister in charge of such a serious docket, funded by taxpayers' money in billions, come and stand in front of lawmakers to tell us in 1 year, 1 month, he cannot tell us who killed those women. He cannot even come and tell us what happened to that guy who was arrested and disappeared from a certain police station in Nairobi. Anatuambia, ati nyinyi ambao members of public munisaidie so that we can arrest the perpetrators. You are telling us to help you to arrest. Tunakuona ukifishi watoto wetu kutoka kwa bedroom zetu, accusing them of demonstrating and becoming terrorists. But you cannot give us one terrorist who killed 42 women. In fact, having Murkomen as a minister for interior is a terrible mistake for this country.
Her KCPE results opened a door that many children in her village could only dream about. She secured sponsorship that enabled her to join Precious Blood Secondary School, Riruta. For a girl from a struggling family, it was a life-changing opportunity. Yet even after joining one of Kenya's respected girls' schools, financial difficulties continued. According to accounts she later shared, there were times when her family struggled to afford transport and other basic expenses. At some point, during her secondary education, she transferred to Makuyu Secondary School. The journey remained difficult, but giving up was never an option. Every challenge strengthened her determination to succeed. What she lacked in wealth, she compensated with resilience. After completing her education, reality arrived quickly. Jobs were scarce, opportunities were limited. Like many young Kenyans, she had to fight for survival.
Kwa sababu alikuwa na execute point by point. Na unajua babu is an orator, so ameshasema yangu yote. Mimi ni mwalimu by profession, by training. I am a teacher who is supposed to be teaching secondary school, chemistry and biology.
She worked as an untrained teacher earning a modest salary. The pay was barely enough. Yet, she continued pushing forward. She sold cosmetics, operated beauty salons, engaged in small businesses, took every opportunity she could find. Those years taught her valuable lessons about sacrifice, hard work, and persistence. Lessons that would later shape her political identity. Despite financial hardship, she remained committed to education. She joined the University of Nairobi and pursued a Bachelor of Education degree. University life exposed her to new ideas and broader perspectives. She developed an interest in communication, leadership, and public engagement. Later, she will also earn a master's degree in communication. These academic achievements strengthen her confidence and prepare her for a bigger stage. Although she did not know it yet, her future will not be in teaching. It will be in communication.
Unajua mimi ni mwalimu ambaye Mungu alinifanikia tu nikaenda kwa media nikajipata nimeinuliwa. Kwa hivyo leo nataka niongeze hiyo kiti yenu nitaongeza 1200.
Asante sana Mwesh. Hata mimi karibu nisahau ndio imefanya nirudi hapa.
The media industry was expanding rapidly. Vernacular radio stations were becoming increasingly influential. Wamuchomba recognized an opportunity. She joined Kenya Broadcasting Corporation before moving to Kameme FM and later Inoro FM. Her communication skills quickly attracted attention. Listeners appreciated her honesty, her confidence, her ability to discuss issues affecting ordinary citizens. Audience numbers continued growing. Soon, she became one of the most recognized female radio personalities in Kenya. Many listeners felt she spoke directly for them. The connection was powerful. Without realizing it, she was building a royal following that would later become her political base. As her popularity grew, so did her influence. She became known as the Queen of Vernacular Radio. Her voice reached millions of listeners across central Kenya. She discussed social issues, family matters, politics, economic challenges, and her community development. People trusted her. That trust became her greatest asset. By the time she left radio, she was already a household name. Most politicians spend years trying to build public recognition. Wamuchomba had already achieved it through media. In 2017, she made a bold decision. She will enter politics. Many media personalities had attempted similar transitions. Few succeeded, but Wamuchomba possessed something unique. A loyal audience that already knew and trusted her. She contested for Kiambu women representative seat. The results shocked many observers. She won decisively. Not only did she win, but she became one of the most voted for candidates in Kenya. The radio presenter, it became a national political figure.
And those that are attacking me, telling me that I was indisciplined, let me tell you, prepare for this girl to be very indisciplined, because I'm going to ask very critical questions to this government, especially on matters women, femicide, gender-based violence, children violations rights. I am going to ask very hard questions. Tell Uyo Wetangula to prepare to evict me another 200 days.
As a women representative, she focused on issues affecting women, youth, and vulnerable groups. She used her communication skills to remain visible and accessible. And like many politicians who disappear after elections, she remained a strong public presence. Supporters praised her accessibility. Critics argue she relied heavily on publicity. Either way, she remained relevant, and her political influence continued growing. After serving as women representative, Wamuchomba decided to pursue a bigger challenge. In 2022 general election, she contested for Githunguri parliamentary seat. The race attracted significant attention. Her popularity remained strong. When votes were counted, she emerged victorious. She had successfully moved from county representation to a national legislative politics. Now she was a member of parliament. Her influence expanded even further. For many politicians, entering parliament means becoming part of the system. For Wamuchomba, it became an opportunity to challenge it. Despite belonging to the ruling political side, she frequently questioned government policies. She criticized taxation measures, raised concern about economic hardship, questioned the housing levy, and publicly challenged decisions she believed were unpopular. Her statements generated headlines across the country. Supporters celebrated her courage. Opponents accused her of political grandstanding, but she remained unapologetic.
They produce a lot of milk, and that milk is taxed heavily. We are the biggest contributor in that tax basket. So you can't come and tell me because I voted no, I cannot get a road. Kwani road inapatianwa kama peremende? No. Roads are part of the development that I vote for in budget in parliament. And I can say no to a finance bill, not because the whole finance bill is rotten or it's bad, but there's one aspect of that finance bill that I don't like. And I have the freedom to vote no if I tell you to remove and you don't remove. Last year, finance bill, I voted no because of my farmers.
As her criticism intensified, tensions grew. She publicly stated that her outspoken positions had led to political isolation. She claimed she had been punished for refusing to conform. The allegations sparked national debate. Was she genuinely defending ordinary citizens or positioning herself for future political ambitions? The answers depended largely on who was listening. But one fact remained undeniable. She had become one of the most talked about female politicians in Kenya.
And spoke in a way to tell my people, because Gathoni, your MP voted no, you're not gonna get roads, you're not gonna get maendeleo. I was like, come on. You are coming to tell my people that they're not going to get roads because I voted no? Is doing a road in Githunguri a token that you're giving me for free? No, we pay taxes.
Beyond politics, Wamuchomba has maintained a strong interest in media and entrepreneurship. She had been involved in vernacular television initiatives and agricultural programming. Her focus on farmers and rural communities reflects her own upbringing. She understands the challenges faced by ordinary households because she experienced many of them herself. This connection continues to strengthen her grassroots appeal. Behind the speeches and political battles lies a woman whose life has been shaped by struggle. Poverty taught her resilience. Teaching taught her patience. Radio taught her communication. Politics taught her power. Each chapter of her life prepared her for the next, and each challenge made her stronger. Whether one agrees with her politics or not, her journey remained remarkable. Today, she remains one of Kenya's most recognizable female leaders. Her supporters believe she represents courage and independence. Her critics see her as controversial and unpredictable. Yet both sides acknowledge her influence. As Kenya approaches future elections, speculation continues about her political ambition. Will she remain a rebel voice in parliament? Will she seek higher office? Will she become one of the leading figures in Mount Kenya politics? Only time will tell. From a struggling girl in Komothai to a student fighting poverty, from a teacher earning a modest salary to the queen of Vernacular Radio, from a media personality to one of Kenya's most influential female politicians. Gathoni Wamuchomba's story is a story of resilience, a story of ambition, a story of courage, and perhaps most importantly, a story of a woman who refused to let her circumstances define her future. Love her, criticize her, support her, oppose her. One thing is certain: the story of Gathoni Wamuchomba is far from over. And so from the dusty village of Komothai to the classrooms where she struggled to build future, from the radio studios where her voice reached millions, to the halls of parliament where her words continue to spark debates, Gathoni Wamuchomba has built a life defined by determination, resilience, and controversy. To some, she is a fearless defender of the people. To others, she is a politician who thrives on confrontation. But regardless of where you stand, her journey from poverty to national prominence is a story that cannot be ignored. And as Kenya moves closer to another political chapter, one question remains: is Gathoni Wamuchomba simply a vocal member of parliament, or is she preparing for an even bigger role in Kenya's future? Only time will tell.
Yeye mwenyewe alisema ati ile expose tulipatiwa na BBC ya kwamba watoto wanatumika kijinsia, wanauzwa sexually in exploitation. Ile expose ilifanywa na BBC, Murkomen alisema ni hoax. Hata kama ni wewe mjumbe kama Gathoni, mama ambaye amejifungua watoto, ukae katika bunge la taifa wakati waziri anadanganya Kenya, unaweza tulia hapo?
What do you think? Is Wamuchomba one of Kenya's most courageous politicians or one of its most controversial leaders? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next deep dive into the lives of Kenya's most influential leaders. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay informed, stay curious, and keep the conversation going. Been yours truly and truly, Jayuga, and life as it is diaries continues.
Night. So kabla hiyo, what up people? Yo.